Hey everybody, going to be installing some tank sensors today. So, I hopped on Amazon, did some searching, found the Horst miracle probes. They're each a little different. The black sensors have this little cap on the top to keep toilet paper from hanging on it and giving a false reading. And the gray ones are just the probe. It's like a copper probe, and it has a sleeve that runs all the way down to the last quarter inch there. So I don't get any false readings on that either. In the gray tank, I do believe I am having a problem with sludge or something, because they are even with the tank empty, it's reading full on these sensors. So I think there's sludge conducting electricity across the two probes that are in the tank. So these should be a nice fix for that. There are 8 sensors in a tank, 4 common probes for sending voltage to the pickup sensors, or whatever you want to call these, and they are all tied together, and these are each individually tied to the indicator lamps for full, low, and the 2 in between. So for the 4 on the other side of the gray tank and the 4 on the other side of the black tank, I got these cheaper probes just for the common connection. Links below for all of these, the Horst miracle probes, and for these cheaper ones. I don't know if there's a proper way to do this. I just didn't want to spend the extra money if I didn't have to. I think this will work just fine. In fact, at the time in my research, I could not tell if people were ordering 2 packs of these at a time for their 8 sensors. I don't think it's necessary, which is fine as long as I can see what my tanks are at. Right now I'm having problems with the gray tank giving me a proper readout, and the black tank has completely stopped working. So here we are, the gray tank and the black tank. First things first, we need to drain them. Okay, let's take the screw all the way out. It's being stubborn. Alright. Oh, okay, so this is, yeah, not at all like the new ones. That's just a rubber piece of the screw run into it. That's all the sensors on these older things, apparently. So I'll need one of these. But, let's just use this real quick. Just to check the sizing. Oh yeah, that's a perfect fit. Oh, that makes me happy. Alright. New ones. A little bit different than just that. Take off this back nut. So I'll need to put the wire on there, and this is the one I'll tighten to secure it. Just like that. Got a 10mm socket. Probably don't even need the wrench. Nah, I don't think I do. And just spinning. Worth a try. So, all the wires that are connected together are the common wires. Those just bring the power. And then the sensor wires pick up the power. Full, the middle wires, and the low. And pretty hard to mix them up. Just cleaning any dust off of that, or grit. Alright, let's get the wires back on there. Same thing with that, just gonna get it snug. If you can't get a good grip on your socket, you might need to use the wrench. Thankfully, the color scheme on the other side is the same as this. If I got to take a picture before I took them off. Orange is the full, white is the top medium, yellow bottom medium, or whatever they call that, I lost for words, and green is the low. low light. So if you lose track of what wires you have, just go to the other side. It's got the same color for all the wires. Alright, there it is all done. Gray tank. And this is what you'll be left with. A bunch of screws, washers, and rubber grommets. Alright, got my gloves and eye protection on for this one. Shouldn't be too big a deal. Now that I see all it is a screw running out through a rubber grommet, I should just leave all the nastiness in there. If there's anything clinging to the screws. Mouth closed. Yeah, not really. Just a screw. Yeah, there's some, looks like some type of, obviously some kind of gunk at the tip built up. But it's, I don't think it's going to be too exciting to see on any of these. Tip's kind of black. Some of these actually could be corroded from bleach or whatever. If the stainless steel wore off or got compromised, corroded away. The rubber grommet's spinning, so I'm just gonna hold it. That might be a bad sign. There's crap where there was crap at the end. Probably got pulled off by the grommet. Yeah. Actually looks kind of gray. Yeah, I don't know, I was expecting all sorts of stuff clinging to these probes. I thought they were going to be probes like the new ones I bought. Those, if I ever have to replace, will probably have gunk stuck to them. But I will take care of my tanks, take care of my probes. That one's fairly clean. A couple of these look like they were rusting at one point. Okay, so there's the sensor wires. Got these common wires. And just like the other ones, these are spinning for some reason. Okay, this last probe did not want to come apart, so I had to just yank it out of there. Pretty black looking. Wasn't expecting black. Alright, looks like there's some sort of threaded insert in these grommets. It's not just a grommet, a rubber grommet with a screw going through it. There's a type of brass bushing or something that's threaded into, so I'm going to have to cut the screw off or just put a new ring connector on there. Though I think we have some bolt cutters handy. I'll just snip that off. Or maybe I'll grab that with a pair of pliers. Let's see. 40. Let's see what we do. So out of all those 16 probes, and just this one is giving me trouble. There we go. Good old WD. Okay, not too bad. Just got some rubbing alcohol and water. Just want to clean the area before I work on it. And also want to make sure there is no sludge in these holes. Alright, got this holes cleaned out really good. Let's put these probes in. I want to make sure with these black tank probes that the roof goes on the top above the probe. This is to prevent toilet paper from draping over the probes and giving false readings. So that needs to go in like this. But let's start with the probes on this side since they're harder to get to. Okay, now for the sensor probes, or the indicator probes. Make sure that goes in right, like so. Oh, and I just realized they have these notches cut into the screw so you can see where the hat is on this. I'm going to pull one out just to double check that, but I bet that's what that is, because this one just went in straight, and all these ones that I tightened got turned a little bit as I tightened them. I was wondering about that, and then I just realized this has an awesome little indicator on it. Yep, look at that. That's cool. Okay, so tip to note. Screw has just a notch on it to indicate where the top of that head is. So that's really cool. Having a 10mm driver would make things a little bit easier. If you got one of those, I do not. Alright, there it is, all finished. Both tanks. Everything feeling pretty secure. They wiggle around a little bit, obviously, because of the they're in rubber grommets, but it's looking pretty good. Let's give it a test. I'm going to put some water on one of these rags. I'm just going to lay it across some probes. Well, this probe kind of just popped out from tightening. It felt loose. I kept tightening it and it just kind of warped itself. So I'm going to have to give a big thumbs down on these probes. These felt like they worked so much better, and they'll be easier to clean with the tank sprayer I put down in there. So I guess this was an experiment. Huge waste of money for what you're paying. I expect these rubber grommets to function a little better. They could have just put a fatter washer on the outside of this. Maybe that's what I'll try, but that's yeah, not good in my book. So I'll put the link for these, but I don't suggest getting these. These are a bit of a joke. Okay, I was able to fix that with putting a big washer on the back. That's still kind of loose. I still don't like these things. They feel kind of gimmicky at this point. I think I should have just got all of these probes. Alright, got a rag wet. Let's just lay it across all of them. Okay, wet napkin didn't work. Tried alligator clips, that doesn't work. I think I've got a grounding issue. I suppose would explain why my sensors kind of just up and went out one day. Seemed like I kind of was having two that were gunked up and weren't working anymore. The full still worked, and eventually none of them worked. So that definitely could be the issue, since I've had a few other grounding problems on this side of the RV. So I'll have to trace this back and find the short. We'll save that for another project video for another day. Right now we got the probes replaced, so that's all done. Brand new probes. Shouldn't have a problem with false readings on the gray tank anymore. That used to read full even though there's nothing in it. So I think I had a bit of a sludge problem. So I got some cleanup to do. And then later on we'll get into finding that short. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. Have a good day.